What is downtempo deathcore? In our last wander down the doomer path, we covered death doom. Downtempo deathcore can be thought of as death doom core. All the chugging breakdowns of deathcore but nice and slow and doomy. The first band of the style, I believe, was the Acacia strain, and The Dead Walk might be the original downtempo deathcore record, way back in 2006. They had some other albums prior that had hints of what was to come, but in my opinion, it wasn't quite downtempo deathcore yet. Another band from the 2000s is Oceano, who released the album Depths back in 2009. It should be noted that things like depths, darkness, and the abyss are common themes on album covers and lyrics for this style. Perhaps the best downtempo deathcore band is Black Tongue. We are the soul of the earth! The Unconquerable Dark from 2015 is a masterpiece, and if you only give one thing from this video a listen, make it this record. It truly lives up to its title. In addition to just being slower, downtempo deathcore also places more emphasis on vocals and contains a less amount of the higher range screams that normal deathcore often employs. The vocals here are much deeper and gurgly, for a lack of a better word. So much, in fact, that sometimes the genre is confused for slam death metal. But the styles could not be more different. Downtempo deathcore even occasionally has clean vocals. Even though some may disagree with me, I do believe the style is quite inspired by doom metal. Acacia Strain even covered Black Sabbath's song, War Pigs. Generals gathered in their masses! And while that might not be the best cover, and may be giving you PTSD flashbacks of some of 6 Feet Under's tributes to classic rock, it does showcase the doom influence, and the instruments taking a break to give the vocals a chance to shine is equally common in downtempo deathcore as it was in War Pigs and other Sabbath tunes. This style is also more melodic than normal deathcore, and especially more so than slam. The guitars often have ambient melodies droning in the background, while the vocals roar in the foreground, giving the impression of an engulfing cavern. The theme of this genre is depression and nihilism, so it is fitting that the style sounds like the cries from the void. The feeling of being down in this hole. Not to bring up Nietzsche in every single video that I do, but his famous quote that if you stare into the abyss stares into you, is very applicable here. There was also a second wave of sorts for downtempo deathcore, which arose at the genre's peak popularity in the 2010s. This branch takes some influence from beatdown hardcore. All my friends who have wasted their lives, we are one in the same! The band Traitors is a fine example. Suffocate! You cause me pain, I should do the same. This offshoot thematically focuses a bit more on the moral and emotional side of nihilism, often invoking imagery of crime scenes and portraying the hopelessness of poverty. Villains are another example. And here, with the extra hardcore influence, it's easy to draw comparisons to sludge metal bands like I Hate God. So to sum it up, downtempo deathcore is essentially deathcore plus doom metal. It was popular in the 2010s, and is thematically about being in a dark place. I'm sure that some would nitpick and say that half of metal subgenres are about this topic anyways, but downtempo deathcore is specifically about that vast trench of emptiness, and evokes that imagery, both with its tracks as well as its cover art. I know it might be odd that I'm covering this prior to simply covering regular deathcore, but I'm kind of all over the map here, and I like to cover some styles that some may be unaware of. So hope you learned something, or found some new tunes. Our acculturation continues on our spelunking expedition.